What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Namaste and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm going to react to Bhagavad Gita explained in 10 minutes. Let's check it out. Much love to you guys. A lot of you guys have sent this on my Instagram and I really appreciate it. I've been getting a lot of knowledge, a lot of, it's just crazy how I've been learning all these things that I did not know. And I like it because you are explaining it as well in the comment section. So please continue to do that. You can give me more videos that you want me to check out, and so that it helps me to understand more on Hinduism and all just this in general. Let's get into this video. Let's go.
So about spirituality again, what are like three profound spiritual experiences that you yourself have had? Because if someone's thinking about a spiritual journey like meditation, like encountering say ghosts or even that's an aspect of spirituality.
Okay.
Have you had any larger than life experiences in your own life?
I don't think I count on those, to be very honest. To me, spirituality is about how it transforms my living,
Your daily life?
my daily
Wow.
life, my perspectives, my worldviews, my outlook towards relationships, my outlook towards the work I do.
Okay. Okay.
How does it transform that? That experience is more to me than some
Supernatural.
natural or some occult kind of experiences.
Okay.
Not to say that you don't have them, but I don't count on them too much.
Got it.
For me, spirituality is a life transforming journey than some occult and supernatural experiences.
Got it. So,
Amazing
so
answer.
like when someone's talking to you, personally, and this is because I'm a podcaster, my job is to dive deep into people's minds.
Sure.
I just feel like you have too much perspective, and I am dead sure that that's a result of a lot of reading. I'm sure you've had spiritual learnings at the monastery, but I'm dead sure that a lot of those perspectives have come straight out of not just holy books, but all kinds of books. But in saying that, let's talk about holy books. Have you read the Bhagavad Gita?
Yes,
Okay.
of course.
And so like, could you break down the Bhagavad Gita for the youth? Like, what's in that book? Why do people say that? You open any page of it and you'll get your answer. Why do people say things like that?
Really?
Sure. I think the first thing to know is let's remove the religion aspect from the Bhagavad Gita totally. Bhagavad Gita is not a religious book. It is a book which gives you the way to live, right? And the setting for the Bhagavad Gita is the battlefield of Kurukshetra, the Mahabharata, where Arjun's confused, right? And Krishna becomes his mentor and gives him guidance in a way that he can now start doing what he's meant to do right. So every young man or lady is going to have confusions. Every young person is going to
Facts.
have those dilemmas.
Facts.
To do or not to do, to be or not to be. That's exactly how the Gita begins. It begins with confusion. It begins with dilemmas. It begins with a lack of meaning, right? And then Krishna kind of guides Arjun through and empowers Arjun to make his own choices. Krishna only acts as a facilitator, right? And empowers Arjuna to understand that he is way too more powerful than the people he's going to face in the battle. It's something like the Lion King.
Okay.
In the Lion King, you have Simba.
I need this book.
But Simba
I need this
in
book.
company with Timon and who's the other fellow?
Timon and
Timon and
Pumbaa.
Pumbaa.
Pumbaa and Timon, kind of starts identifying himself to be like one of them. And then you have this Rafiki, that's right, Rafiki, coming to remind him and calls for his father, and his father comes and tells him that you are way more powerful than Scar.
Wow.
Correct? So we need, every young man and lady needs to understand that they are way more powerful than what they are going through at the moment. Their confusions are smaller than them. Their challenges are smaller than them. Their problems are smaller than them.
Someone
Their
sent me this book.
heartbreaks, as painful as they
Please,
are, but are still
please,
smaller
someone
than
sent me
them.
this book.
And they have the capacity to overcome them, those pains that they're going through. So I think that's precisely where books like the Gita help a lot.
Wow.
Because they build in you that sense of confidence
And strength.
and strength, fortitude, that I have the power as a spiritual being to overcome everything that's going on in my life. And I have the power to be able to make the difference and that impact. because I am a spiritual being.
Amazing.
Can you reference like 3 big
Amazing.
lessons from the Bhagavad Gita that stayed with you specifically?
Yes. One of the lessons that stayed with me from the Gita is a particular text from the second chapter of the Gita, which talks about the summer and the winter season, right? And this particular text says that the summer and the winter season keeps coming and going every year. Seasons change. And just because the seasons change, we never stop performing our duties. All right? Let's say, for example, it's Chicago and the temperatures are minus 27 degrees Celsius. People don't stop their work still. Let's say it's Delhi, it's 43 degrees Celsius. People are still on and going on with their regular life with a few adjustments here and there, obviously. So, this text of the Gita, chapter 2, tells us that we have to learn to tolerate the ups and downs and not be distracted from what our main purpose is. So, that's something that stayed with me a lot. Tolerate what you're going through. And tolerance means, like when we talk about tolerating failures and pains, we can understand.
Yeah.
But we also have to learn to tolerate our success and the good times because both distract us. You know, usually we only look at the negatives as distractions.
Yeah.
But even the positives distract us from what we are meant to be doing.
Sorry guys, I don't normally stop. This is amazing. I really think I would love to get a copy of this book because I like how he started, and he's explaining that it does not have to do about Hinduism. No, it shows you a way of life. It builds you, it lifts you up in a way. And I like how he's explaining. I feel like in every moment, like even like for me, like in this moment that I am right now, I really need something like this. I need to read and see and be told and be uplifted in a way like this, to be told that no, everything that you are facing right now, you can, get through it. You can, move through it, and I like what he's explaining about, the summer and winter. It comes and goes, these are adjustments in your life, the summer comes 43, like in Delhi, man, it really gets hot and you just adjust to that. In winter you adjust, so you need to adjust, you need to get used to what is there, but you continue moving and continue aiming towards whatever you are trying to aim. So that is important. I don't know what you guys think, tell me in the comment section. But if you guys want to send me this book, please, let's talk in the comment section.
That's something that really kind of stayed with me. The second thing that I really kind of resonate with in the Gita is a verse from the 6th chapter which talks about the mind being a friend or an enemy to you.
Wow.
It depends on how you deal with the mind.
Okay.
Right? If you befriend your mind, the mind will become your friend and will empower you to do what you want to do.
Okay.
But if you don't deal with it rightly, then the mind will become your enemy and will lead to your downfall. I'll give you an example, very relevant to the youth. Right? For example, you want to get up early in the morning to go for a jog or for a workout because you want to be fit. Your days are busy. And you decide this is going to be my plan for the year 2020, correct? You set up the alarm clock to wake up early in the morning, like 5, 6, whatever. And when the alarm goes, what's the mind saying? The first thing, you slept late last night, take it easy. Or maybe we can do it beginning tomorrow. Or maybe this is not the right thing for you to do. The mind's constantly playing games, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you have a mind which is constantly giving these kind of reasons, you're not going to wake up. Right? On the other hand, if you learn to train your mind using the proper intellectual process, right, proper spiritual process, your mind can be your greatest asset and your friend.
Which is meditation, good books.
Meditation, books, right?
Correct friends.
Correct friends, the right kind of company. All of these are inputs so that your mind kind of becomes a friend. So that's the second thing that really kind of resonates with me. And the third thing from the Gita that connects to me a lot is how do we start looking at the presence of divinity everywhere in every aspect? We don't have to necessarily go to a place of worship. to look at the presence of divinity. You can look at the presence of divinity in nature.
in
You can look at the presence
everything.
of divinity in other people. You can start looking at the splendor of the creator or the creation. Or you can start looking at the splendor of the creator in the creation. You know, which is precisely why this is something not as easy, but something that I usually tell people is when you look at somebody who's better than you know, and especially if they are in the same field,
Yeah.
usually there is insecurity. There's insecurity that this guy is doing better than me in what I am doing.
Yes.
Or there is envy, jealousy. Sometimes it goes to the extent of sabotaging that other person's work as well. You know, and it has happened in the world. Happens all the time.
It does.
So
It does happen.
when you start looking at divinity in creation, you start looking at how divinity has empowered somebody to do something in a special way. That person has been gifted by higher powers, right? And to sabotage that person's work or to be envious about that person or to feel insecure means actually insulting somebody who's given that gift to him. You know? But if I look at that person and derive inspiration from that person, I can seek that inspiration to follow my aspiration. You know, so
Wow.
that aspect of the Gita also kind of really resonates with me. That you start looking at divinity
In-
everywhere
in everything.
and in every place around you, including people who are doing better, because it's not them. You can see straight away. Very often, I see people who do remarkable stuff, and they usually, when they speak, they say it's they doing it, and of course they're doing it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No doubt that there's a part
But there's
that they're
something,
doing.
right?
But you can tell that there's something beyond them that's kind of making them do it.
Exactly.
Whether it's acting, speaking, singing, something. There's an element which is not necessarily effort, not their effort. You know,
X factor.
X factor.
X factor.
And when you start appreciating that X factor as divinity, oh, that's something that really kind of connects to me as well.
My absolute favorite verse from the Bible is Philippians 4:13. I've actually got a tattoo
Really?
about Philippians
Wow.
4:13, and the verse says, "I can do all things through Him who
Christ
gives me
who
strength."
strengthens me.
So it's that kind of resonates with that same idea
Absolutely.
that any kind of creative process is not entirely yours. You are just a channel.
Amazing. Amazing. One of the best podcasts that I really love. I'm being honest right here. This right here. If you guys have have been watching up to this point, I really do, and I'm gonna share with you if I get this book right here, either from you guys or if I find time to look for it. But it's amazing. It's amazing, and honestly, I think I do need this. It will definitely help me, just better myself and have an easier life with people, and just look for divinity in everything, and it does help. It does help, and even this, like there's always that X factor in everything. And what I do is I look at everybody and I'm like, okay, I want to be like this. I want to be better like this. I want to better my things. And if you have someone who is doing better than you, just look at them, take inspiration from them. And it definitely helps you, if you treat them right and you see them as your seniors, as, as people, you can take, good things from them. Look at how they are doing their things. And definitely God is going to bless you, and it's just going to move to you as well. So tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. I really appreciate you guys giving me all these videos to check. Much love to you guys. See you next time. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, guys, and also leave a like and a comment. Thank you guys. Peace.